Hey guys, for assessing my technological integration, um, I deliberated this a lot and I kind of fell into the entry level here of constructive learning. And the reason that I feel that that best suits where I am is kind of based on how I run my class and how the technology is given to me. I'm in our district. So students are provided with a one-to-one integration. So how I kind of run my class is students take their notes strictly through their iPads on an app called Notability, and then what what I kind of do is throughout the lesson, each lesson, I try to provide them with different types of formative assessments to see where they're at, whether that's through a Kahoot, through a Plickers, using technology specific. But a lot of my um, lessons are not really using a whole lot of technology. But as the teacher, I have an iPad and I use the projector, so I provide that direct instruction, which eventually is going to lead to small group. And how I do that is I just AirPlay the notes. It's pretty simple through the tech that they provide us in our classrooms. And like I said, my setting varies. So technology doesn't necessarily drive my classroom. I'm mainly using technology for note taking mainly. Otherwise, I'm a very traditional person in math. I like using whiteboards for my students, stations, and I like them collaborating more than anything. And really, the idea of having an iPad in their hand all class is not something that I necessarily want them to have. So, something where I want to maybe end up being is I want to end up in the adaptation level of collaboration because I want to keep that same feeling in the classroom. I want them still to be able to, work with their peers. So I think this kind of suits where I want to be because the technology that I want to infuse can help facilitate, enable, and enhance students' opportunities to work with their peers. That's the big key for me is being able to allow them to work, whether that might be independently or with someone else, is what I want them to work with. So as the teacher in this kind of level, I find that they kind of act as a facilitator. They're that guiding light, the guidance for the students if they need that support. But it allows the students to still be creative because even though the teacher is selecting the technological tools, the student can then still choose from a variety for themselves or for their group. So as the students, they do get some choice. Um, and which is nice because they're then part of that learning process. They're learning how to self-assess themselves, but they're also learning how to kind of work with one another and peer assess each other. And then I think the biggest thing about this level about collaboration is that if the needs are met by all of the students, if it's decided by the teacher. So if the teachers, using the resources that they have to provide different types of ideas for different leveled students, it kind of suits the needs of everyone, which I think is important for me to have. So it's something that I definitely think about and understand that tech is important in the classroom, and it's just something that I want to get used to using more and more often, but it might take a little bit of time. Thanks.